Hi Flosstube, this is Sarah from Bright Stitcher. It's Monday, May 16th, so I don't know if you could hear that. Children screaming in joy because they're eating ice cream upstairs. Middle of Mania. I know some people were finishing, they were going to stop 15th, 16th. Some of us are going to the end. My original plan was to 16 new starts for 2016, and then after the 16th, work on a different whip each day, whether it be one of the new starts or an older whip. Things have changed a little bit. I have realized the past week or so, I don't like having this many whips. This is driving me crazy. I'm a person, I like everything in my head. I will write things down, I will use a planner, put things in my phone, make notes, but I really like having everything in my head. I like knowing exactly what bills we have each month and how much I pay on those bills each month and be able to work it in my head. It's just the way I'm wired. Sorry, sticky finger. So because I'm having so many, and so many are small that they're, easy to forget in your head, that I am only going to start one, possibly two more new projects. I have actually done a few whips and had a couple days last week with no stitching. So the only other project I know I want to start is the Mirabilia Tree of Hope. I have it all kitted up. I have everything for it, and I've been wanting to start that for almost a year. And seeing other people recently getting a start on it really makes me want to get it going. I really want to use those Karen Water Lily threads. They're so pretty. So, of course I had to bring it down, but I'm sure many of you know what it looks like. I also changed out the fabric I was going to use. I was going to use just a raw basic linen that was very similar to what the sample was stitched on. But when I was putting it all together last week, I realized that linen I had grabbed off eBay, thinking it was a great deal, is MCG Textiles. And I don't like their fabrics. And I don't know why I didn't pay attention to that. Or that even came in the original packaging with it on there. It just totally slipped my radar. So I have switched it out. Sorry. But I don't remember children screaming. But I don't remember off the top of my head what fabric I'm switching it to. I can't remember what color. Nope. So when I start it, I'll show it to you. I'm sure it's pretty. It's from my stash, I can tell you that much. Alright, so the last video I filmed it on the 6th, but I had not stitched that day yet. So on the 6th, I started Ollie Elf. This guy. Sorry. I had to get a new app for my laptop to do videos with, because the one that came in my laptop does the whole grainy, and when you move, things are all just crazy. I don't know why it does that. When I originally started Flosstube a year ago, coming up on my 1-year anniversary, I had no problem stitching on it till Christmas. And then when YouTube was saying, we're going to take away the webcam ability, you're going to have to start using something else, I switched to my phone, like a lot of people. Well, my phone apparently 16 megabytes, gigabytes, whatever they come, it's 16, whatever it is. And I delete off dumb apps. I don't have things on here I don't use daily. And I delete videos. I get them onto my laptop, so they're not sitting on there. And pictures, I'm constantly printing them off, so they don't sit on my phone. But I get like 8-9 minutes into a video, and my phone shuts. It stops it. There's no more storage space. But then it says it's music. But the music is not downloaded into my phone. It's so frustrating. I know many of you know what I'm talking about. So I hope this video is not in reverse or upside down, because I will try to do a little editing, but I don't do video editing. I could do photo editing. We'll see. This is what I've done. I did the red, like on the packages, basically. That's what I'm doing. And that was, I couldn't tell you how long I spent on it. Maybe an hour or two, evening while dealing with children. guess is as good as mine some days. Okay. Sorry. Look at my notes. Brain was slow. Okay, the 7th. Didn't bring this down because I could have sworn I started this on like the 3rd or 4th day. The Janlin Summer Sampler. The kit. Got it on Amazon. A year and a half ago, under 20 bucks, maybe 17, 18. I love it. Oh, I love working on this one. The chart is so easy to, I mean, it's, what do I say? It's not like in large print, but the lines are, everything's nice and dark, thick, bold kind of font print on it. So it's not like Dimensions where if you get far enough away, you can't see that chart because it's such a light, very thin markings on it. This is nice and thick, but it's 2 pages, it's double-sided, and I hate that because with a kit, I prefer to just use the original chart, mark it up, and pitch it. So I came to a conclusion this time. Instead of my typical friction highlighters, I'm using watercolor color pencils. I tried using some of my girls' Crayola color pencils that are erasable. Those suckers are hard to write with. You gotta push on the paper. They erase great, but they're really hard. And, you know, sometimes we're sitting, we've got the chart on the chair next to us. We don't have it on a hard table. It's hard to type. Anyway. So I came downstairs, grabbed some of my scrapbook watercolor color pencils that I paid buku bucks for a few years ago, but I never use. So I'm using them to chart, to mark off my charts. And working great. I like it. So we'll stick with it. I will try to remember to either figure out editing and add a picture of the Janlin Summer Sampler in right here. And if that didn't work, I'll show it next time. That is super cute. I wanted to just sit. I didn't want to change. I want to just keep doing that one. I really like that. That's the hard part, I think, of all this with Stitch Mania. Some of these projects I want to keep doing. And I'm trying to say, no, you said you're going to do this. And I'm like, this is just not a goal that's for me. I'm really glad I didn't commit to like a new start each week this year, or that the craziness of the 366 days new starts. My brain just, kudos to you guys that can do it. But it's because of my preference to know everything in my head, to be able to count on my fingers, this is how many I have, or even if I have, 15, 20, that I can count them all off. I know exactly what I have. So, again, it's just, I want it in my head. Okay, on the 8th, I worked on a round robin I did this past year, or past 8, 9 months. It was a Clouds Factory round robin, and I chose Disney villains. And it was left for me to do Hans. You see the little dude right there? He's so cute. And then when it was done, and I had Hans done, I realized one of the characters, I didn't care for how it was stitched. It didn't match the stitching of the others. So I redid it. It's my own preference. Yeah, no biggie. It just one of those things. Yeah, everybody's stitch is different, and you never know. Everybody's tension's different, and that's just what it was. So I'm not going to say which character it was or who it was, because that would be rude. The stitching wasn't bad. It just didn't seem to flow the rest. So that's it. So that Hans was done. I started him the 8th. I know I didn't finish it till a couple days later. And then redoing the other character was a couple days worth because we had a busy week. And then Elizabeth got sick at the end of the week. More fevers and snot, congestion. I mean, come on. Can we please be over this? So when that's going on and all the stuff with kindergarten and all these extra field trips going on, stitching was just... I was tired last week. I was just very, very tired. So, okay. Yeah, so the 8th and 9th, I worked on the Disney villains because the 9th we had the kindergarten field trip to the zoo. And I am not used to standing and walking for 4 hours at a time anymore. No matter if I'm in my comfy tennis shoes. I don't work that way. It's been 6.5 years since I've had to be on my feet. Like that. So, I hurt when we came home. It was fun. Girls had a good time, and the kindergarten bus was, I'll tell you what part of my problem was. We were supposed to meet them at 9:30 at the zoo, and it's about 40 minutes or so from us. And the kids were supposed to, we dropped them off at school at 8:30. They were going to leave 8:45, meet us at 9:30. And I'm thinking, how are you going to get 200 kindergartners on those buses on time, 5 minutes after school starts, and be on the road? It's not going to happen. Well, and it didn't. They didn't leave town until 9:20. Apparently, some of the parents forgot or didn't realize the kids were back at their kindergarten school and had dropped a few kids off at the other elementary school where they'd been at the week before because of the pipe burst. So the buses had to go over there and pick some kids up. So, yeah, we found out at 9:20 from one of the school employees that they just left. They'll be here in 45 minutes. Great. So by the time I got there and we got kids sorted and the wristbands and all that, once we knew it was going to be a while, I sent Ben and Elizabeth in. Told them, let her go look at the polar bears, go wander for a little bit. There's not a whole lot there near the entrance, but she got to do a little fun stuff. And they had fun, and it was kind of rainy, drizzly. They loved the penguins. They just opened. We hadn't been there since I put in the penguin building, I guess. And, you go in and you can see some of the workers. They're feeding the penguins fish out of the bucket. And then you walk down this ramp and you can see them actually swimming and diving in, which was fun. And then one's coming by and he's right in front of my face and I'm a foot away from the glass and he poops. Just this cloud of excrement just comes flying out of him. It was so funny. It was such 10-year-old hilarious moment. I mean, it was just funny. And there were quite a few kids around, so it was just, it's the funniest thing ever. So, it was fun. Girls got stuffed animals, and Abby picked out a big stuffed peacock, as she kept calling a flamingo. And we had seen a peacock, and he had his feathers extended. And I've seen peacocks at the Omaha Zoo. They just kind of wander, and they're gorgeous. And those tails, but their tails are always down, so the feathers are trailing behind him. And this guy, it was only one peacock. He had them out. They were bam, and it was so pretty. So Abby all of a sudden has a love of peacocks, which makes me happy because I have several peacock charts that I want to do. There's some I really want to do, like the Victoria Sampler peacock sampler that she just came out with last summer maybe. So pretty. But you kid it all up, it's like $90. Ugh. And I really want to do the Joan Elliott one. So I've got to get a hold of that chart. Sorry, itchy eye. Okay, so we did the zoo Monday. We then went to Applebee's to eat. We came home. And I was I'm done. I'm done for the day. So I read the rest of the day. So no stitching Monday. Tuesday, I started the Love Halloween Mill Hill kit. There's this little guy. Very cute. And I've done several Mill Hill kits stitching on perforated paper in the past. And it's usually always just the brown, corrugated brown color. And this one, I didn't notice it in the picture. Sorry. Once again, this is mirror image and it's driving me crazy. But this one's on navy. And I love it. That is fun to stitch on the navy. Not the navy part on the navy, because I was stitching that in the evening. Sorry for the shaking. You're sitting on top of the stack of scrapbooks. So, I touch the scrapbook and you shake. But I really like this one. So I want to look, I know I want to get the Love Coffee. Just keep that in the kitchen, because I And I love Halloween. Oh, one thing I did last week. I did finish something. I think it was probably would have been Thursday, because I gave it to her Thursday. Okay, sometime in the last week. I finished the Lizzie Kate to Touch a Life Forever. I finished stitching it. Abby helped me get it stuck down on the mat board, on the foam mat board. Got it in a little 4x6 frame that she picked out, just a basic black. Wrapped it up, gave it to the teacher Thursday night. Forgot to take a picture. Forgot to put it on video. I have nothing showing I did it, except last week's video where I believe I had shown, yes, that I had started it. So, hope you enjoyed that little video. But it did end up, it fit in a 4x6 frame, and it was like 3x4 inches, 3x4.5. I mean, it was small. It was really cute, and she really liked it. I got to give her to her Thursday night at the kindergarten graduation, so that was fun. Next, did that. Oh, the Lizzie Kate Spring Kit. I started this on the 11th. It is this one with the light. These are popping up blue for some reason. There you go. And haven't done a whole lot. Ta-da! Did the bird and started the blue flower. I'm using, it's just the fabric that came with the kit. That's not a kit. I'm sorry. Can't call yourself a kit if you don't come with the threads. It's just mean. I knew it didn't come with the threads. It's not like I ordered it and then went, where's the thread? I knew it didn't come with them. I was able to get this from the Rainbow Stitchery. She'd got them in stock and then started her 60% off, we're closing out sale. So I got the 60% off the new price. I mean, can't beat it. And then I got the summer one a couple weeks ago that, it's like the 4th of July theme. I got on Stash Unload for like $7 or $8. And brand new, I think it's 12, 14-ish. Quite a bit more than what I paid for a brand new one. So, thanks. Thanks for selling your brand new stash so cheap to me. And, sorry, this room is such a catastrophe. Okay, 12th, I did nothing. So Elizabeth got sick that day, and it was kindergarten graduation. Friday the 13th, I did nothing because I was home all day with a sick 4-year-old who decided to stop sleeping. 14th, that was Saturday. Either Friday night or Saturday night I finished up the Disney Villains Round Robin thing. I didn't do any stitching on Saturday. Other than that, last night, I started. No, I didn't start. I was working on the whip, the Sam Sarah Something Wicked mystery sampler. I'm on down to the 3rd. Ooh, gosh, I hate this mirror thing. There. I'm working down here on the pumpkins. Funny thing about this, when I got the first part of the chart, way back when, in 2014, I started working on it. I was so proud of myself and how I was doing. And I don't think you can see it in this, actually. Because I'm not going to unroll it. But you can kind of see it. I lost thread somewhere. There are 2 symbols on this chart that are very similar. There is a little O, and then there's an O that has a little bolder side to it. So, if you didn't catch that, instead of stitching your moon with the honeysuckle thread, you did like me, and you stitched him with carrot. There he is here. So I have an orange moon. And I'm like, and I realized that 2/3 of the way when people started posting their updates of, look what I've done on the first part. I'm so ready for the second part. And I'm like, why is yours orange or white when mine's orange? And then I found the picture like on her blog or Facebook page, and I'm like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. I did not do it backwards. So I was gonna frog it and redo it, but there were enough people on her group saying, keep it. Just keep it. It's fine. I'm like, you know what? It is. So this is where I'm at. Down at the bottom. Yesterday I did this pumpkin, this part here, and the little black crow. I'd had the rest of this already done. I just got burnout on it. So the large pumpkin that goes here, which is orange, I am probably going to do him in the pale honeysuckle that the moon was supposed to be. Because I buy white pumpkins at the pumpkin farm occasionally. So I'm going to stitch a white pumpkin from the pumpkin farm. Sorry, I lost a piece of chunk of thread or something went flying, and I'll dig for it later. So that was last night. I'm glad I finally have gotten back in the mood of stitching on him, because I want this done. I want to start that, the Lizzie Kate from 2012. Very scary mystery sample, I believe. I'm sorry, I need a drink. So, here's a story why. Small story. I find it fascinating. You may not. I apologize if you don't. Yesterday, I wanted to stitch on this more during the day, but a couple weeks ago, a month maybe, I don't know, my dad is commissioning me to make a scrapbook for his older brother of our old, sorry for the shaky, family photos that I had found on Ancestry 6 years ago when I was pregnant with Abby. 7 years ago. Jeez. And anyway, I had done part of an album for myself. I haven't finished with the pictures because I have a couple distant cousins that keep finding more pictures, and my dad's finding pictures. Or my dad's one of 8, and my dad's the youngest. He's 65. His oldest brother was born in 1926, because my grandma was 14. Anyway, this is one of his older brothers that 29 or 30, I think he was born. He's 85, I know that. But anyway, I did one for Dad like 5 or 6 years ago. And then you need to make one of these for your Aunt Jerry. Okay. So I did. It's more basic. And then 4 months later, I think your Uncle Shug would like one too. All right. So I did another one. It's a good thing I go to a monthly scrapbook crop with some friends, because I was able to just get them done in one day. For like 10 hours in there, just bust it out. I thought I was finally done with these. I had gotten rid of my notes of each picture, because there's some old pictures from like 1870s. So I don't know who these people are. So I had notes from my cousins that I had talked with, and some of the pictures that they posted on Ancestry did have information on them. A lot of them did. Thank goodness they did. But some of the pictures were out of order, and we kind of figured out, no, this person isn't that one, it's her, and I'd gotten rid of all my notes. Everything, because I figured this is it. Because Dad doesn't talk to this uncle. They don't talk. And I haven't seen him since my wedding 13 years ago. And I don't think Dad has seen him since then either. Well, apparently this uncle went to my aunt's house, and they're like a state away from each other. They're all spread out across the U.S. Well, he went to visit my aunt, and she showed him the album. And now he wants one. I'm like, oh my gosh, people. I really wish I had just gone on Shutterfly to begin with. So I'm making another album. So, this is basic, very basic, but I love these pictures. So I'd like to show off a couple of the pages of what I've done in my album. Theirs are not as detailed, but I think it's really cool. But this is my great-great-grandpa and grandma. This is Eric Israelsson and Anna Israelsson from Sweden. This was taken in 1869 when they came over. Okay, I think this is awesome. This is the only family that I had pictures of this far back. I didn't even know we had these. I mean, seriously. We had no clue. And then, the other picture is, there's some, just real quick, slide these here. Can you see them? They're just cool pictures. There's a lot more in here of they had 7 children. And one of their sons, Charles, it was his descendant that put most of these pictures up on here. And here's the thing. Okay, that's Eric Israelson again. You can see him. He looks, this is crazy. My dad looks like his twin, and so does my dad's closest brother in age. Without the white beard. I mean, it's uncanny. The Swedish face is just amazing. But there's one other picture. I'm so sorry for the shaking. And I don't have it there. So never mind. Yes, I do. Got it over here. There it is. I love this picture. These guys were handsome. Look at them. Those were my... This one. Edward is my great-grandfather. He died in 27, 28. My grandpa was born in 1898. My dad was born in 50. My grandpa was 53, and my dad was born, or 52. Nuts. Anyway, that's what I did all day yesterday. I sat down here, pushing those things out as fast as I could. So, anyway, if any of you are related to the Israels in Iowa, hi, cousin. They all settled in Iowa, and then some came down here south to Kansas-Missouri border, some stayed up there. I actually met 12 or 13 years ago. I worked at a hotel down the plaza in Kansas City, and we had Missouri Repertory Theater actors would come and stay while they would be doing their productions of whatever. And I can't remember what production it was, but one of the actors, his name's Roger Israel, and when I'm putting in reservations and such, I see it says he's from a small town in Iowa. Or, no, I think it was just the name that threw me or something. And he came in, and I'm like, good looking guy, but I just asked him, you related to any, are you from Iowa? And he's, yeah, I may have seen it on the reservation, actually, that his official address was Iowa. I don't remember, but, and then I asked if he was from this certain town. He's, yeah. I'm like, hi, cousin. And we figured out, that we were distantly related, which is cool. But anyway, he's on Broadway and stuff. He's a very good actor. Okay, so, I have it! The fabric for Tree of Hope. Boy, I'm just scattered, aren't I? Tree of Hope. Okay. Write it down because I wanted to show the bag I got. I'm going to stitch it on Autumn from Under the Sea Fabrics. It is a linen, opalescent linen. Come on, pretty tan color, pop up. Anyway, it's tan. It's very beautiful. This light is just rough. Here, got a little bit there. Anyway, it's tan. Tannish. I love it. I think that'll work perfect instead of that MCG. Okay, so I brought this bag down. I'm in the So Much to Love monthly bag order club. You got ours the other day. It's beautiful. Beautiful spring. Pretty colors. And this time, she'd included a skein of thread from Victorian Motto shop. And I've seen some people, I know Eskimo's wife has done one of her kits and has talked about them. And it's 20 yards of thread, of floss, on this skein. She uses DMC threads. 20 yards. And it was like a cream color. I want to say it was called like Old White or something. That's really nice. So I got on her blog and then found the links to her shop on eBay. And I ordered a bunch of threads yesterday because you pay like $2.45 for 20 yards of hand-dyed thread. 20 yards, $2.45. And she has some of her older lines on sale they were yesterday. I can't say they're still on sale. 10% off, so they were $1.80 for 20 yards. You can't even buy 20 yards of DMC. Okay, maybe you could. You could buy 20 yards of DMC, but not this pretty. But they're just, she does very Victorian themed charts and kits. So the hand-dyed, the modeling is it's subtle. And I'm always I never have the right shade of reds, because, I won't have that shade of whatever weeks dye work they're calling for. And I won't have a red that's really close, so I'll end up ordering one, or it just doesn't fit for me. So I never seem to have enough shades of reds, shades of blue, like from traditional, a sky blue, cornflower blue, not bright teal or neon blue, but I never have the more subtle to navy colors. So I ordered a few of those. I ordered a couple browns. Children screaming, husband yelling. Husband's on vacation this week, so we're getting lots of things done with kids. Abby's last day of school's tomorrow. No more kindergartner. Elizabeth's last day is Thursday, and it's at a park, so it'll be fun. It's going to be nice. And our anniversary's tomorrow, so my parents are taking the girls for the night so we can have a date and eat at a restaurant without children, without ketchup. And I don't know what else is happening this week. There were things. Oh, we're taking the girls to Sea Life Park on Friday. So, and I have a crop on Saturday. Hoping to get this thing done before then, since Ben's off all week. So, I believe that may be all I have. I love seeing everybody's progress on Stitch Mania. It's been a lot of fun. So I hope everybody either finishes up strong or holds on, or if you make realizations like I have, just, do what you want. It's like everybody says, there's no rule to Stitch Mania. You do what you want. Don't feel like you have to do a new start every day or and work on a different whip every day. I mean, kids get sick, like I've had to deal with in the end of the school year, and then the school breaks. We've had a lot of crazy stuff going on. So, and some days I'm just tired. I just don't want to stitch. By the time we get the kids settled down, going into bed, I'm like, I don't really want to get something out for an hour. So, and those of you doing the vlogs, they're so fun to watch. Trisha, you're just cracking me up. And the Evergreen Needle, and Tracy's been doing some wacky videos lately. You're just funny. I loved that game you were playing with Brian, Tracy. Oh my gosh, that was so funny. And my husband was looking at me like I'm nuts. Like, this is really funny. She's trying to kill a baby, drinking bleach. So keep doing the vlogs and stuff. I love watching it. I love watching you guys while I'm stitching. So I am going to go see what is going on upstairs, because it sounds like a zoo. They've let the elephants out. Everybody have a good stitchy week. I will see you on Facebook. I'll see you on here. Hope the kids are all getting out of school soon and calming down. I don't want school to end. I like our routine. I like them gone on Tuesday and Thursday mornings to myself. Oh, summer's gonna be long. Pray for me. All right, everybody, have fun stitching. Bye.